I'm conscious that it's nearly 11:44, but I wasn't going to wait for 11:44 because I was ready at 11:43. Good morning. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I'm going to look into the energy today. It's cold outside. It's actually cold inside, and I would really like to warm myself up. Should we have a look at the energy? Let's look at the energy oracle cards. I felt we'd do like a little free flow reading. Been connecting with like signs outside. So this morning I went outside and I noticed that there were so many little birds just all chirping away. It was like really noisy. It's like, what? They must be chatting about something. All sitting on like the aerials on top of the houses. So that was interesting. And then I watched them just kind of, when I was observing them, I did take a little video of them, but then more came and it got like more chattier. So as I was watching it, it was like they were very aware that I was watching, and then they all just went. It's like, okay, that's the message that's being delivered. And I noticed that there was a pigeon at one side, like of the stretch of terraced houses, all the chimneys and the aerials. And there was one pigeon that was this side and one pigeon that was that side. And they remained after the little ones all flew away. They remained. So that was a sign. One of the signs anyway I've seen today. We're going to pull some cards. We are. Let's pull an energy card. Okay. I feel this is quite nice because it's hostilities, but it's in reverse. It's in reverse. Today's energy. Card number 26. This card reversed marks the end of hostilities for you. Is that what they were chatting about? They were chatting about something. They were bringing news that they wanted me to hear. And then they delivered their message and off they went. There's a shift in the energies around you or even about you, and the universe is supporting your own internal shift as well. Whether the aggressive action has ended due to external factors or your own intervention, this card bodes well for more peace and harmony. I feel like I've swallowed a razor blade. Okay. Be aware, however, that there may still be some action you have to take, and it may seem on the surface that things are slow in getting better. This card encourages you, letting you know that the inner vibrations are changing and the situation will be resolved. Okay, the affirmation. Oh my goodness. Hold on, because I'm so tickly that I don't actually know I want to tickle my face. My goodness gracious me. I'm feeling a really loving space. I've been listening to Wayne Dyer this morning. I did share it on the Channel of Love Training Academy. I must have listened to about an hour and a half of it. Anyway, I've stopped to come and talk to you. Let's do this affirmation. I am receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I set boundaries, make reasonable requests, and make my expectations clear. Okay, I feel like this is going to be interesting. I set boundaries, make reasonable requests, and make my expectations clear. Oh. Hello, Sherry. I knew you'd be on this morning. Morning. Just got back from the pup's morning walk, getting ready for work. Yes, I'll be getting ready for work soon. I think I'm going to wear my Christmas jumper today. I can wear my Christmas jumper at work now. And they were wearing them yesterday. So I feel a bit festive today. But then I put it in the washing machine this morning to freshen it up. It's in the tumble dryer. So I kind of waited as well to do a reading because I could have done a reading, yeah, a bit earlier. But instead, I thought I'll wait for the washing machine to finish. Then it can be drying while I'm speaking to you. And I done the washing up and half of the drying up whilst I was doing that. So I feel very accomplished. Then, okay, I'm going to tell you about the other sign. It's, well, I suppose you understand with this Sherry, with walking the pup so that he can have his, like, do his morning doo-doos. Well, my cats have access to the outside world, and I'd really like them to do their doo-doos outside, and they still continue to use a litter tray, which I have to have down, because if I don't, then they're still going to do their doo-doos indoors. So it's just like, well, can't you just, like, go outside and, you know, make my life a little bit easier? It's not an issue. Only takes a couple of minutes, doesn't it, to clean up, like, the litter tray. It's not. But anyway, so I was drawn to go outside again. I thought, okay, we'll go back outside before I do a reading. And Jasper, instead of, like, well, he was on my lap, but then he got down and he was, like, behind me rummaging, like, in the leaves that have fallen from the tree, and, like, there's berries under there. And I'm thinking, well, I actually said to him, I said, what are you doing? Because it's not often he would leave my lap. He likes to just sit out there with me. Like, really likes to sit. He would have me sitting out there all day. Just, I don't know what he's just sometimes curled up in a ball, fast asleep. Other times he just sits there and stares and, yeah. But today, he decided to rummage under the tree. And I'm thinking, what's he doing? And then he went by the fence and he started digging. What was he doing? Digging for treasure. So I felt I needed to go outside to get the signs before I do the reading. And then he moves and he comes in front of me now. And he's going down the edge of the garden where there's some soil. And he goes and starts digging again. And then he starts to, like, what do they call it? Squat. And he has a wee-wee. I'm like, oh my goodness, check you out. Thank you very much for doing that. And then after that, so he does his burying, and then he goes a bit more down the soil and digs again, and then does a poo-poo. I'm like, whoa, check you out. Then after he done that, he came out, and then there's a little table out there, and he jumped up on the table, and he was sitting there, like, all proud. So the message I got was, he's done something that I feel really proud about. It's like, but he wanted to, like, let me know, look, I'm really trying to make your life easier. That's great, good boy. Yes, exactly. It was like, you're not coming on my lap after you've done, like, digging. But then it was, he kind of walked over to me, I stood up and I was like, yeah, I'm going in now. And then I noticed the time was, it was about 11:41. I thought, well, probably by the time I get on here, it'll be 11:44, but it was 11:43. There's my little signs and synchronisations from this morning. Let's have a look what you said, Sherry. Me too. Changes at work. The justice has come in. I'm noticing a lot of changes at work as well. And then we've got 3 piles of shit. Yeah. Dealing with the bullshit. And it's hard to change that pattern. And that's great. Good boy. You saying that to the Divine Masculine. Hostilities in reverse. Very nice. Because yesterday I was picking up a bit of a devil energy, as if the masculine was not blaming you, Divine Feminine, but it's like maybe viewing you as being a bit of a devil energy. So it looks like he's got through that. This is very interesting. Anyway, let's continue. So I came on. That's cool, because I can work out how long or what time it is. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? 1 o'clock. I've probably got until 1 o'clock if I need to. That's an hour and 15 minutes. 1 hour and 17. We've got victory. Oh my goodness. It's like my nose is running. Tissue, please. That's not a tissue. Oh, there's a tissue here. That's a wipe that takes off your makeup that Emily's used. That every night she actually, for about 3 nights running. Last night it was, I hate to have to ask you again, but any chance I could, like, have a makeup wipe, please? And I will get some today. She's getting some today. Is it Friday today? I had to sit down earlier this morning and work out because I had a funny feeling we was like on Wednesday and we're on Friday. Victory. Let's have a look at this card. 28. Interesting. It's the... Oh no, 26. 27's in the middle, which is walking away, letting go and moving on. Let's go to victory. My goodness, it wants me to like see the cards, either side of it. So 27, letting go, walking away. Or letting go, moving on, walking away. And then the world, expansion and opening up. Can we go to number 28, please? We are victorious. My goodness. I had this the other day with the pages. Let's turn. It's like, let's turn the page. Success and achievement. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory wreath in acknowledgement of your achievement. That's nice, isn't it? So I spoke about like Jasper wanting me like to recognise him in his success, in his achievements. So this card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory wreath in acknowledgement of your achievement. Success is on its way and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievements may be a great outer success or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there may still be inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. Feeling proud and mighty, but there may be some inner work to do. I feel drawn to go to the Divine Feminine's deck now. I went back to get these. These and the Psychic Tarot and the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. The other ones were decided beforehand. So, what have we come back for? Okay. Letting go and opening up. Like to new possibilities. What did it say? Opening up. Expansion. Is this opening up to the Divine Feminine here? Well, they're definitely wanting recognition. Or wanting to be seen or heard. A little birdie told me. I reckon there could have been about 70 of them. It was quite a sight. And then what was just left were these two pigeons with this big gap right between them. Have we got one card here? We haven't. We'll go with it. We're going to read why your soul selected this card. We've got to have a look at the cards first. Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay. Pick a card time. We can do pick a card. If I said it, I said it. Okay. Why your soul selected this card? Which card are you going to select? Are you going to select A, B or C? A, B, C. Easy as do, re, mi. I say now A, B, C. Do, re, mi. 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me now. A, B, C. A. Why your soul selected this card. Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. That's a nice card, isn't it? I feel like they all come in together anyway. Mary of Nazareth. Page number 5. Look, she comes after Mary Magdalene. Introduction. Introducing why these ladies of love. So why? Page number 5. They don't have numbers, they have Roman numerals, which are numbers, but you know the difference. When your soul selects her card, I've always imagined that Mary was terrified to hear an angel loudly announcing that she was meant to be the mother of God. Her surrender to Gabriel's words feels so courageous and too unacknowledged. Mary has no idea what she will have to meet with, what will be asked of her, or what this love for her son will put her through. But she says yes, nonetheless, so that she can be in service of the divine. I feel like, well, if you replace like Jesus with the divine masculine here, Mary's acceptance of her role has been in the shadow of the Christian story, uncelebrated because she is seen as so divine. But she was human too. She could have said no. Her courage could have faltered, but she aligned with the light. She heard Gabriel's words, "Be not afraid," and allowed the divine story to work through her life. And she let joy dictate her response. Mary leads us to trust that we can say yes to what feels light. It doesn't have to make sense or work with the timeline the ego has mapped out for us. In the midst of our ordinary everyday lives, we can say yes to the angel who greets us in the space of our heart and let the energy of joy give birth to the divine through us. What a lady. Okay. The emphasis here on her being unacknowledged, unrecognised. Unrecognised? No, not that she wasn't recognised. Unacknowledged, because she was seen as being so divine. But she was human too. B. Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Is that the treasure that Jasper was like digging for? He's digging it. Okay. We need to find out where Lakshmi is. Page number 72. I don't know what the actual words are, but is it, I'm kicking off my boots, this part now, going back to my roots, yeah. That's what's coming through. Or I'm slipping off my boots, are you kicking them off? Okay. The goddess of abundance, why your soul selected this card. Sorry, when your soul selects her card. Abundance looks different to each of us. Some people have incalculable material wealth but are bereft of a sense of purpose or a greater vision for their life, and so are left feeling lost. While others are considered poor in financial wealth but walk around radiating love and the kind of light that has an inestimable worth. Lakshmi is the auspiciousness that begins to bloom in our life when we align our every action with the work our soul has come here to do. Lakshmi reminds us of the ultimate goal, which is not making money, but being able to know our true bliss. What makes us feel lit up, like a glow stick, while we're doing it. What work doesn't feel like work at all. Lakshmi is a wink to find that vocation, that bliss, so that what is within us comes into full bloom through something we can do and show the world. Lakshmi represents both the gold we can hold in our hands and the gold we can become by doing work that feeds our soul. She's the reminder that true abundance doesn't come from our bank statement. It comes from a state of mind we enter when we know we are contributing great worth to the world in the effort of becoming more love. Hear, hear. Our boys did their business outside at the same time. How awesome. Something about going back to our roots. They're going back to their roots. Okay. See? See? Yeshi. How am I going to say this word? Shogul. No, it's nothing like that, is it, Lucy? No. Lady of the Lotus Born. Good morning, Moon Cookie. Good morning. Up listening whilst I get dressed. Thank God it's Friday. Let's thank the Lord. Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Having our morning game of fetch. That's what Sherry just put down. Yes, she. Okay. Yishi. Good morning to the channel of love. Hello, Lucy. Thank God it's Friday. Capitalised now. We are thanking the Lord, Moon Cookie. What a beautiful day it is. 121. Something I've noticed I've been doing. I went to the cinema the other day. Nearly fell asleep. Me and cinemas are not very good. It's just like it was okay. It was a good movie. But I found that I was like wiggling my feet, like, and then I noticed I was doing it when I was visiting Megan, and I've just started doing it now. It's like a bit of my feet just kind of go like this. 121, I believe. This is on. This message is on. Lady of the Lotus Born. When your soul selects her card, it can be so easy to forget that everything we touch, everything we say, and everything we do is not separate from the divine. Yeshi embodied one of the most potent spiritual truths. The female body is an asset to enlightenment, not a hindrance. I feel like we need to repeat that. Yeshi embodied one of the most potent spiritual truths. The female body is an asset to enlightenment, not a hindrance. The body is a vehicle to free us from the idea that there are any limitations to reality. Tantra, which weaves together the sacred and the mundane to reveal the spiritual nature of all things, allowed Yeshi to realise that she was both an ordinary woman and an incarnation of the Buddha, Vajrayogini. We are both human and divine. Okay, picked up that with the Mary of Nazareth statement. She too was human. We are both human and divine. We are both a mortal body and an eternal wanted to come through, and excuse me. I feel like someone's stepping in now. Excuse me, we'll take over now. Feel free. Okay. Very bizarre energy. Carry on. We are both human and divine. We are both a mortal body and an eternal essence that continues on. The body too often can be the scapegoat for so much hate, distrust and violence, and the body holds infinite wisdom, pleasure and possibilities. This is the movement, this is the moment to see your gorgeous body as the tremendous gift it is. It's the moment to realise that there is no greater intoxication than just feeling, than just being fully in your body from head to soul. Yeshi is the call to remember the holiness of your flesh, the deep wisdom your body contains, and the temple you walk around in every day. Soul voice meditation. What helps me remember that my body is sacred? Intention, embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. I feel divine feminine because your intention is embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. You help this this masculine in particular. You're divine masculine. Okay, he needs to realise that he is divine, also as being human, but he's getting there. But the soul voice meditation. What helps me remember that my body is sacred? The divine feminine helps you remember. Sherry, got to get going. We're taking the kids on a field trip to the mall. Have a great day. Have a fantastic day, Sherry, at the mall with the children on the field trip. How exciting. You're going out today. Okay. I bet the mall looks really pretty this time of year as well. We are going to the Psychic Tower. I'm going to tidy up a bit. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. This really does help me later on, after the reading, and have a look at all the boxes and the cards I have to sort out and put away. Okay, I'll leave them like that. I can put the lids on later. It's not an issue. Right. Let's go to the Psychic Tarot. That was a hard thump on my leg then. In comes the lights, look. Let's highlight what's going on. You're trapped in fear. Feeling emotional loss. Need to wrap up warm. I just felt the need to say that. Movement, choices and decisions. Okay, well, let's have a look at the pictures. Let's have a look at the next card. There's a big message here for you to connect with nature. So connecting with nature, I was taken to the green bud here. Out of the earth comes this resurrection. So after, like, speaking about Jasper burying, well, yes, digging up, and then trying to cover up, but then wanting to show up, show off. And now you're giving me a heartache. And now you're giving me a heartache. It's a fool's game. Oh yeah, it's a shame, shame. Can you feel it? I don't know if that's the actual words. Well, that last part. Pepsi and Shirley. Who were they? The backup singers to Wham. Wham, bam, I am a man. Job or no job, you can tell me that I'm not. Do you enjoy what you do? If not, just stop. Don't stay there and rot. You got soul. I said, get on down. 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 I said, hey, everybody, take a look at me. I got street credibility. Destiny. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so that song really talks about not having a job, and but that doesn't mean that I'm not a man. He didn't enjoy what he was doing, and he wasn't going to stay there. Well, he didn't enjoy what he was doing. Yeah, that's accurate. He wasn't going to stay there and rot anymore. He's got soul. Destiny. You are my destiny. You are my one and only. Look at the breakthrough here with the colours. You bring that joy to me when my whole world was lonely. Angel in disguise. That's nice, isn't it? I do like a bit of wham rap though. I'm your man. Okay. You bad. If you're going to do it right, do it with me. The Enchanted Map. Got wham in my head now. The only song of Wham's that doesn't really do it for me is Last Christmas. Song never has done. I'm like, no, it just doesn't. You can skip that one. I'm singing freedom in my head. I don't want your freedom. I don't want to play around. Girl, all I want right now is you. Rescue in reverse. I can like taste this really strong, I don't know, it just felt like some kind of scent. But I could taste it. 16. Are you trying to rescue another? Do you believe your love can change someone and miraculously heal this person? Or are you waiting to be rescued? Do you believe that someone will sweep you off your feet and take away all of your troubles? Reverse, the rescue card cautions you against romanticising your situation right now. Look closely and see reality as it is, rather than the illusion of how you'd like it to be. You need to step back and rescue yourself. Trust that spirit will guide you to expose the illusion so that you may discern the difference between truth and fantasy. Okay, I do feel the energy here about really the masculine not wanting to romanticise the connection with the divine feminine. Whether or not it's a truth or whether it's just a fantasy, a sweet fantasy. Or is this for real? That's what I felt coming through there. Let's go to these tarot cards. These are what I feel like the royal tarot cards. Good morning, Laurie. Morning, listening. Couldn't sleep last night. What's GHT stand for? I don't know that abbreviation. Have a good time on field trip. I was singing the days of Christmas. Like we're on the second day of Christmas. But this is like the 4th day of Christmas. I don't know what was sent on the 4th day of Christmas. The 3rd day of Christmas, okay. The 5th day of Christmas, yeah, that's 5 gold rings, isn't it? It was like, well, no, it's like 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Well, I had a pigeon or 2 on a rooftop. Does that count? Well, how many? What was it? 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds. Well, I had a lot more than 4 birds that were calling. 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves. All birds, aren't they? And a partridge in a pear tree. And then we get to 5 gold rings. He sent 3 French hens. Well, I did see the most amazing sight. This was probably about 2 days ago when I was outside. And I'd say that they were like Canadian geese. And there was a lot of them. And they were in a great big V shape. And they were going. But one of the side of the V was kind of, it was weird because it was like indented a bit. So I thought that was interesting. So that's been sent. And then we get to what I felt. Let me take you to what I felt. I felt, okay, the next step is like a ring. 2 rings. His and her rings. And then it was a back step. So the hesitation. Is this just a fantasy? Is this going to work out? Is this for real? Is this the real thing? So taking like a step back. It's like planning on going. Taking a step back to work on the plans a bit more. Maybe restructure the plans. They need adjustments, so he thinks. And then the next step is, well, we've got the Hierophants here. You keep working on this coin. But it's all ready. Look how big it is. It's like, it's ready. Hear the beeping outside. So, and here appears Gabriel. Okay. The energy of the Divine Feminine being able to see through the illusion. Like a fish out of water. That's more of a negative thing, isn't it? If you take something like a fish out of water. Fish like water, don't they? Laurie, DM left for South Carolina by himself to do some work. I couldn't go even if he did invite me. I've booked pet sitting until the 24th. I'm a little bummed it was this time last year that I did go. It's been a year since I've seen him. I was going to say I missed this opportunity, but then I said no, I only have wishes that come true. He's going back in January time. He's going back in January time. Was out. I was going back in January. Time was out. Most definitely will. Look at this. It's taken me to the success card. So tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Didn't they do that when they were coming home? That's what came through, as in the song. Prepare. This is enlightenment. We'll go to the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards because they give us a story. Well, the cards all give us a story, but wisdom. Sage. Wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. When I said it gives you a story, I was taken to what I've been listening to with Wayne Dyer, and he uses so many different stories as examples of what he's trying to get across, the wisdom. The legend. One day a young sagebrush asks his grandfather how to grow old with wisdom, and the elder answers, "We must learn from our mistakes. Before you worry about something, ask yourself if it will be important in the future. Enjoy your present form, as we all change with time." So enjoy your present form as we all change with time. And he spoke about that. So that's actually where I left off, where he was speaking about, you know, when you're a baby, our body is not the same body that it was then. But it's like, our body's not our soul, is it? Inspiration. Is there some wise counsel that you have sought only to ignore it? I spoke about that yesterday, about knowing better once you've been told otherwise. Is there some wise counsel that you have sought only to ignore it? Are you trying to do things alone? A solution may come from those more experienced than yourself. Stay in the present moment and do not let your thoughts jump ahead. Personal inquiry. Do I go with my heart or against it? Am I ready to live in leadership? Key ideas, wise counsel, focused energy, honouring yourself, contribution, being chosen, contentment and transformation. Keywords, maturity, tranquility and support. Meditation. Imagine yourself at a huge campfire. The great servant approaches and his energy radiates towards you. He speaks to you not with words but with energy. Allow the wisdom of the message to reach you. When you have received the message, the great servant will depart. When you are ready, come back to your reality and what was his message. Felt like those birdies brought this message and then they just departed. Okay, let's go to the romance angels. 4311 on the counter. My goodness, it's like a bit messy in front of me. Romance angels. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. It's really a difference in beliefs. Religious factors. Turn the page. Oh, I'm stuck on release your eggs. Religious factors. This card reveals that religion and spirituality are subtle but important factors in your love life. Perhaps you're looking for a relationship with a partner who shares your spiritual beliefs. If so, this card comes to you as guidance to seek your new partner at the church, temple, or meeting place associated with your faith. If you're currently with a partner who isn't spiritually minded or whose beliefs differ markedly from your own, you may feel dissatisfied. You may also be influenced by family traditions that expect you to marry within your own culture or religion. The romance angels are helping you address this issue, and they ask you to remain true to yourself during the process. Decide which factors you will and won't accept in your relationship, and what your priorities are for your partner. For instance, it's possible that your love interest may live the spiritual principles that you find important, for example, forgiveness, charity, kindness, and the like, without having the same religious affiliation you do. The angels remind you that your partner, like everyone, is a holy child of God. Everyone is spiritual in truth, because everyone is spirit. Although it's not up to you to change your partner to match your spiritual path, your affirmations, prayers, and visualizations can have a positive influence on both of you and your relationship. Where was we going at the picture then? Come back. Come back and finish what you started. We're going to end with a Mother Mary card. Is it very cold there? I think it's quite cold here. Yeah. Yeah, and the last like 2-3 days it's been like misty. I feel like in the evening it's not like dark outside. Yeah, it doesn't feel as late. I think there's been a lot of like this misty cloud cover, and it's cold. It's just like in the air. So I've been carrying like a hot water bottle around with me, just trying to warm me up. And it's just... The other day I thought it was like snowing. It felt like it was snowy in the air. Cold. Baby, it's cold outside. Let's go to the Mother Mary Oracle. You imagine how nice my work jumper's going to be on. It's going to be when it comes straight out of the tumble dryer, though. That's going to be divine. That's going to be such a divine moment. That will warm me up. I'm trying to like stay warm, so the hat and the gloves, it just helps me to stay warm in the process. This is what this is. All helps us to stay warm during the process. Our Lady of Love. I love this. Well, I love love, so yeah. Our Lady of Love, card number 42. So let's leave with this message today. To warm up our hearts. The feet are going again. God, they're so twitchy. I just let them get on with it. Our Lady of Love. I am love calling you home to my heart. I am your mother. You are my child. There is nothing to fear and only love to be. Cast aside both doubt and the walls that have held you back from the world. Enter the sacred dwelling of the heart and open the gate wide, allowing me to enter and love to pour forth to nourish your world. Really doesn't feel like me speaking. Love calls you when it is time, even if you are not sure that you are ready for it. You are being called into love in a deeper, fuller, and more mysterious way than ever before. Whether it is learning to love again after heartbreak, risking yourself in vulnerability where you would normally remain self-protected, whether it is daring to give yourself permission to feel all of your emotions, or learning to love and surrender into the beauty and sensuality of your own body and its needs for healing touch and playfulness, love is there. Our Lady of Love asks you to build a home, a sanctuary from the ills of the world, where all can feel welcomed and loved. This may be in a literal sense, and you can ask the Divine Mother for help in creating your own home, or it may be symbolically, by opening up your once insular community to those that may be somewhat different, but can bring more of the divine into the community. It might be through finding a safe place in your heart in which to dwell, and allowing those who seek you out to be loved by you. Our Lady of Love also comes with a message that if you are struggling with an issue or situation involving others in your home or workplace, or in the world more generally, pray to her for assistance. She brings guidance that love will present a way through the struggle with great intelligence. The guidance is for you to remain who you are and to trust in that. Not all beings will fight from love. Many will fight from motivations of fear and hate. Do not become as they choose to be. Stay in the power of your heart. Do not give up on what you know to be right and true, but pray to her that she can assist you in fighting from a place of love. It will bring you far more power than attempting to use force or manipulation based in fear. Do not underestimate what love can accomplish when expressed with utter trust and faith. Our Lady of Love comes with a message, especially for those of you that may be in a war of some kind or other with a community group, with a system, or with any person or group that feels more powerful than you, and you are struggling to assert your sense of truth and justice. Pray to her and allow her to empower the situation to rectify it karmically. She will prevail, whether it is obvious to you at this time or not. She cannot be restrained, withheld, or denied. She will prevail always. Pray, that is your role. Act on what comes to you through the heart in prayer, and allow her to express her power of love through you in events personal and professional, big and small, individual and community oriented. There is no limit to the love that can flow through you. You will never be depleted by it, only expanded. If you have a question about a relationship, if you have a question about a, read the words, don't worry about turning the page, okay. If you have a question about a relationship situation or friendship, or any situation where you are confused about the true motives and intentions of another person or group towards you, Our Lady of Love comes to you with a special message also. She is taking care of the situation and will guide you through gentle, though persistent messages. Have patience and listen to your heart, trusting that she will instruct you as needed when the timing is right. So until next time, you guys take care. Sorry, let me just finish reading what Laurie wrote. Maybe we should be yellow ribbons. Maybe we should tie yellow ribbons around the oak tree. Funny, they actually have them on the oak trees here in the centre of town. Funny that. Or maybe DF should tie green ribbons around the tree to symbolise love. Right, I'm off. I will catch up with you guys soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.